The Chronicle of Lanercost, by unknown authors, contains a brief reference to an event in 1344. In the same year, the King of England held a round table of 300 knights and as many ladies at Windsor, for which immense expense was incurred as befitting the royal dignity. This would appear to refer to the origins of the Order of the Garter, established during the 100 Years' War in the mid-14th century by Edward III. Jean Frossart gives more details in his chronicle. At that time, King Edward of England conceived the idea of altering and rebuilding the great castle of Windsor, originally built by King Arthur, and where had first been established the noble round table, from which so many fine men and brave knights had gone forth and performed great deeds throughout the world. King Edward's intention was to found an order of knights made up of himself and his sons, and the bravest and noblest in England and other countries too. There would be 40 of them in all, and they would be called the Knights of the Blue Garter, and their feast was to be held every year at Windsor on St. George's Day. To institute the feast, the king called together the earls, barons and knights of the whole country and told them of his intentions and of his great desire to see them carried out. They agreed with him wholeheartedly because they thought it an honourable undertaking and one which would strengthen the bonds of friendship among them. 40 knights were then chosen from among the most gallant of them all, and these swore a solemn oath to the king always to observe the feast and the statutes as they were agreed and drawn up. In the castle of Windsor, the king founded and had built the chapel of St. George and established canons to serve God in it, giving them a generous endowment. In order to make the feast known in all countries, the king sent his heralds to announce it in France, Scotland, Burgundy, Hainault, Flanders and Brabant, and also in the German Empire. All knights and squires who wished to come were given safe conducts for 15 days after the feast for their return home. There were to be jousts against 40 home knights, challenging all comers, and 40 squires as well. The feast was to be held on the following St. George's Day in the year 1344 at Windsor Castle. The Queen of England was to be there, accompanied by 300 ladies and young girls, all of noble or gentle birth, and all similarly dressed. Thank you for watching the YouTube channel of Medieval Chronicles, and please subscribe to hear more original texts from the English Middle Ages. Thank you from London, and goodbye.